segment po natin. So again, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat and welcome back to Fiesta Wairarapa Pinoy Radio. So andito po tayo sa segment ni Rika na ang pamagat or ang title is Tara, Usap Tayo, Community Connections in Aotearoa. So ano po yung content na pre-introduce niya? It is entitled Colorism in the Filipino Community. Do we still have colonial mentality? So, napakagandang topic po. So, I'll read through the content and then hopefully I'll put my 2 cents in with regards to understanding the colonial mentality in my own perspective. Okay? Right. So, yes, colorism is still prevalent issue in the Filipino community and it is deeply intertwined with colonial mentality. A long-lasting impact of centuries of Spanish and American colonization. Let us break this down. What is colorism? Colorism is a form of discrimination where people are treated differently based on the shade of their skin, often favoring lighter skin over darker skin. In the Philippines, lighter skin is often associated with beauty, higher social status, wealth and success, cleanliness, and respectability. This leads to the widespread use of skin whitening products, casting preferences in media, and even jokes or insults targeted in Moreno Morena individuals. Colonial mentality, a root cause. Colonial mentality refers to the internalized belief that Western culture, values, and appearances are superior to one's own native identity. This mentality developed over 300 plus years of Spanish rule. Spaniards have lighter skin, held power, and occupied higher social ranks. 50 years of American colonization. American education and media further ingrained white centric ideals of beauty, intelligence, and civilization. As a result, Filipinos began to idolize whiteness, associating it with prestige and power. Modern examples of colorism in Filipino society: beauty standards. Many celebrities are mestiza or mestizos or have Western features. Skin whitening. The skin whitening industry in the Philippines is massive, from soaps to creams to intravenous treatments. Employment bias. Some job seekers believe that lighter skin can lead to better job opportunities, especially in customer facing roles. Language. Everybody comments like ang puti mo, ang ganda mo, reinforces the bias. So at present time, do we still have colonial mentality? Yes, to a degree, according to Rika. Where there's growing awareness and resistance, it still manifests in the following: aspiring to live and work abroad in Western countries for better lives. Quote and quote yung better. Favoring English over Filipino or regional languages. So of course, kung ano ka, diaspora ka o expat ka, malamang English talaga gamitin mo, unfortunately. And then another would be embracing Western beauty ideals, consumer goods, and culture. However, a cultural shift is happening. Many young Filipinos are reclaiming pride in moreno or morena skin, or simple words would be brown skin. And then acknowledges indigenous roots, especially Filipino, if your heritage comes from Filipino. And then, of course, local languages and heritage, natural beauty, and body positivity. So, those are the cultural shifts that are happening today. Movements like Proud Morena, decolonization education, and inclusive representation in media are slowly challenging long held biases. So, moving forward, to challenge colorism and colonial mentality, we can support media and creators that celebrate diverse Filipino identities, educate about pre-colonial history and cultural pride, question and correct colorist language, jokes, and assumptions, promote inclusive beauty in advertising, education, and entertainment. So, yun po yung yung conclusion ni Rika. So, it's true na meron pa ring may pagka-colonial mentality kasi systemic siya eh. In my point of view, colonial mentality amongst Filipino communities, even those who are already outside the Philippines, still carries that mindset. As you can see, one example dito na ginagawa ngang joke eh, yung ang ang original na na gamit talaga ng payong or an umbrella is to actually prevent you from getting wet because of rain. But mga Filipinos also carry an umbrella if it is really sunny. So they use it as shade. Kasi nga they don't want to they don't want to their brown skin to get even darker. So yan yung isa sa mga jokes. So even though the umbrella was intended for rain, ginagamit din during sunny day. So pag meron kayong nakita sa sa kalsada na Asian looking, tapos napakainit na araw, pero may bit-bit siya na payong, malamang Pilipino yan. Kasi ayaw nga mangitim. So isa yun sa mga sa mga napapalitan ngayon. Right, so and then of course, even in the Philippines nga, gulat din ako the last time I was there about almost 2 years ago. Sa supermarket, there's a whole aisle talaga, whole aisle sa supermarket that are selling just whitening products. Hanggang ngayon, meron pa rin. So, you cannot really remove that. Talagang gusto ng mga Pinoy or Filipinos really love their skin to be white. Pero ironically, dito din sa experience ko overseas, baliktad din eh. Kasi yung mga puti, gusto din nilang maging brown. Kaya nagpapatan sila eh. So, I think, ang akin lang naman siguro dyan, yung mindset lang siguro. Kasi, kung hindi siya common within a particular group or ethnic group, yun yung gusto nilang gawin. So for Filipinos, they want their skin to be lighter, and then for Westerners or like mga white people would prefer their skin to be brown kasi hindi nga common sa kanila yun. So for a Caucasian, for a white person to have brown skin or tanned skin, masaya sila doon. And then vice versa. Filipinos love the paler skin or white skin. Ganun din yun. So, and then another sa akin, like I said, personal opinion ko lang yun. The other thing na notice ko lang din is yung mindset about Western products. Yung when Rika talked about Western products, yung fascination ng mga Pilipinos with regards to Western products. So, isang example dyan is yung mga brands. So, mahilig talaga masyado sa mga branded ang mga Pinoy. So, when it comes to luxury items and stuff such as bags, purses, wallets and stuff, mga pang talaga, European talaga yung kanilang mga trip, mga Louis Vuitton, mga Gucci, yung mga ganun. So, kasi branded yan siya. Kasi Western, yun yung pretty common na nakikita sa Western countries. And then, of course, when it comes to sports naman, yung sapatos or sneakers in particular, branded talaga. Madalang mo lang makita sa mga Pinoy na nagsusuot ng ordinaryong sapatos. For practical reasons maybe may makita ka, pero pag mga special occasions you will be surprised how expensive the stuff they are wearing actually. Ang pinaka popular talaga na brand when it comes to clothing, lalo na sa sapatos, sneakers in particular, talaga yan, Nike or Adidas. Yan kasi yan yung mga sikat sa Pilipinas eh. Pero syempre of course there are other brands now na making waves. But so whatever is really popular. Kaya nga yung isang particular brand na ngayon making waves into the community scene, Filipino community scene is yung leaning na brand. China yan, China. So, yun, some new generations or even the older generations who are abreast with new products, nagsishift na yung mindset nila. It's not all about US products or US branded products. When it comes to other forms of clothing, lalo na pag jeans or pantalon, ay nako, ano talaga yan? Levi's. Levi's ang napapansin kong binibili ng mga Pinoy. They always buy Levi's. So, yan, isa din yan. So, and then the rest, ano na yan, yung mga watches, mga European watches talaga, Swiss made talaga lahat, or European made watches, yung mga mahilig sa relo. So, yun andyan pa rin yung na colonial mentality in a way, pero I don't think it's colonial anymore. It's just a mentality. Na pero kasi even though they are considered luxury for some people, but if they can afford it, why not? If it makes them happy, yun naman yung logic ko eh. So, if they makes them happy, buy them. Allow them kasi may karapatan naman talaga sila eh. Yun nga lang, minsan makriticize nga yung mga Pinoy. Kasi nga, halimbawa, a really good example is Filipinos, especially in diaspora, yung mga nasa labas na ng Pilipinas. Meron talaga yung Louis Vuitton na bag. Wala pa akong nakitang Pinoy na na walang Louis Vuitton. Kung meron man magsabi sa akin na wala sila kasi dalawa lang ang rason yan. Either hindi sila mahilig sa Louis Vuitton or hindi sila fashionista. Yun lang yun, dalawa lang yun. Kasi it's not about practicality and stuff. But most of the Filipinos I know, meron talagang Louis Vuitton. It's just because it even though it's so expensive for a bag, but it brings them happiness eh. It's not about kasi ang mindset or the mentality, colonial mentality is if you wear those kind na na branded products, then they will look up to you. Parang ganun yung mindset eh. But it's not anymore in this day and age. I don't think it's happening. Probably with the older generations, they still have that a little bit of that mindset. They will deny it definitely. Pero andyan yun. Andyan, hindi mawawala yan eh. Kasi kaya ako, personal bias ko, ganun din. There are some instances that, I would brag about my shoes or I brag about my watch, yung mga ganun. Kasi hindi mo mawawala yan. The other one din, yung mga sasakyan dito, Filipinos can afford cars dito eh. Doon sa Pilipinas kasi it's quite it's a luxury to actually have a really good vehicle or well-branded vehicle in the Philippines because of the low-paying wages over there. But here in New Zealand, iba talaga. Meaning, all Filipinos, kahit nasa minimum wage lang yung sahod ng isang tao dito, they can afford to buy a really, really decent vehicle. Kasi essential siya eh. Hindi naman siya luxury dito sa New Zealand eh. Essential siya. You need to have a vehicle here. You need to know how to drive. Kasi yung public transport nila is not as many or as efficient as what we have in the Philippines. So, Philippines, overcrowded na nga. Very traffic na nga dun eh. So, sobrang dami ng mga sasakyan. Especially motorcycles. Ngayon, grabe. Anyway, so, ano po yung mga kung meron kayong mga komento or tawag nito, reaction regarding our recast content about colorism or colonial mentality, please send us a DM, personally, so sa akin or kay Rika, and then we will respond to that in our other shows. So kung halimbawa merong mag-react dito for this week, and then we will respond to that the following week. Right, so personal shout out from the host, of course, hindi talaga makakalimutan, special regards to her one and only husband na yung deputy chairman ko na si Edgar Bisperas. Ayun. Hinay-hinay lang, deputy sobrang trabaho mo kahit linggo, hindi mo na pinapatawad. Pahinga naman, pahinga naman. Especially this long weekend. I know you're beating deadlines and stuff, and you having a huge responsibility with your organization, pero you have to look after yourself. So shout out kay Edgar. And of course, yung mga anak ni Rika, uh, si si Rosana, si Ken, si Tom, si Charisse at saka si Nicole. Yun. Right. Yeah, so Rika, I think Rika is in Wellington, but she's heading back today. So ano lang yun, may mga commitments lang talaga na hindi maiwasan. Right. So ang ano ko lang is isingit ko lang dito sa segment ni Rika. Yung mga i-acknowledge ko na lang yung mga riddle winners kasi nabanggit ko na pangatlong winner, ganun. Actually, 6 na ang nakasagot ng mga riddles. Over the course when we started the riddle of the week, pakulo, we already have 6 winners in a spread of 4 months. So, nagumpisa po kami noong February. So, March, April, May. June na tayo ngayon. So, basically 4 months na nagpapatakbo kami ng riddle of the week. So, yung first winner po natin ay walang iba kundi yung station manager po ng Araw FM na si Mike Wilson. Siya yung nanalo. And then yung second winner naman, hands down, so yung kay Mike na case, 3 silang nakasagot. Tapos si Mike ang napili live on the show na to be the winner for the riddle at that time. And then yung second winner po natin is yung kaibigan po ni Ate Kini na long time listener po ng Fiesta Huerarapa, walang iba kundi si Grace Prado. Siya po yung second winner. So siya lang yung nakasagot, siya yung nanalo. And then ang third one is also a solo winner, walang kompetensya. Is walang iba kundi yung may bahay ko na si Michi Soriano. Siya yung nanalo. Ako walang bias yan. Walang bias yan. So nanalo siya kasi siya lang yung sumagot. And then she made it official on air when I did a solo flight show, I think. But nasagot niya na yun beforehand. Tapos tumawag lang siya ulit to confirm. So siya yung third winner po natin. And then recently, may biglang nagkagap. And then recently, ang sumunod na nanalo after 3 weeks yata no walang sumasagot is walang iba kundi si Miss Lynn Burnett. So, 4 silang nakasagot nun and Lynn won that particular riddle of the week. So, 4 yung sila nakasagot ng tama pero si Lynn yung nabunot, napili during the live show. So si Lynn po yung pang-apat na winner. And then ang sumunod is si Miss Rochelle Perales, yung feature ko kanina. So siya po yun na instant yun, live on the show. Nasagot niya directly, so automatic panalo na siya. So siya yung pang-5. And then yung panghuli, walang bias uli. Walang iba kundi yung co-producer natin o yung co-host ko po na walang iba kundi si Rica Vesperas ang nanalo nung huli. Kaya nga natatawa ako kasi absent siya nung show na yun pero siya pa rin yung nakasagot kasi nakikinig nga siya sa show. May doctor's appointment siya at that time. So over the course of our riddle of the week or bugtong ng linggo pakulo, we already have 6 winners. So, just going back to our latest riddle of the week. So, ito po yung riddle natin. Pakinggan nyo po. And then, if you, watch the show, listen to the video, and then answer it via DM or in the comment section when we upload our show on our website. We will private message you if you got it wrong or right. Right, so ano po yung riddle of the week in Filipino? Isa akong multo ng kahapon, naririnig pero di mahahawakan. Kapag ako'y binigkas, ako'y naglalaho, ngunit sa alaala, ako'y nananatili. Ano ako? In English, I am a ghost of yesterday, heard but never held, once spoken, I vanish, but in memory, I remain. What am I? So, yan po yung riddle for this week. So, alam nyo po yung sagot. Pwede po kayong tumawag ngayon sa akin at 027-463-8334. That's 027-463-8334. And then we will, if you answer it live on the show, then automatically you will be the winner of a $30 cash voucher. Alright, so song break na po tayo.